seconds remaining.
Likely Bracer, and then Spirit Vessel, and then Midas.
The battle begins.
Oh, they're gonna fight for this rune here. It's 4-4-2 in BEASTCOAST. Even against all the numbers advantage, tries to go for that play. And Schofield feeding First Blood. Name a more iconic duo, as he won't really feed First Blood. But I'm not sure you watched the EG BEASTCOAST series. He actually, EG got First Blood every single game, and Schofield was a part of two of those. As Ari is actually gonna die. I don't know what happened, but BEASTCOAST somehow got First Blood there. Okay, alright, he even denies himself. Level 1 tag team,
which they can use to take favorable skirmishes. And they have a good amount of burst damage with the Mars and the Morphling. Ooh, Whitemon. I think he may be dead here.
Will
Can
be
he get the
engaged here.
deny?
Maybe an ancient deny. No, doesn't happen.
Not today.
Can damage. We did talk about how Darks here doesn't really feel like a good matchup for the Gyro, but they will engage with the Silencer, with the Shard block. They need to help Timado. Slowly but surely, they wear him down, and they don't come fast enough with Aris Phoenix. So BEASTCOAST, they read all of that pressure in the mid lane. This time, he does smell the danger, realizes that Mars is not nearby. And yeah, TSM, they show a lot of heroes. Okay, this is awkward. They do find Bryo here with that spear, but he's gonna get a good tornado, buying time eventually. Bryo falls, Sacred on a killing spree as that snowball moving forward Timado, and he's so tanky. The flat cannon is doing a lot of damage, but he's actually too far from his team. He's not close enough to the tower. He tries to save Bryo, and the two cores on the side of TSM fall.
They kill the two most important heroes on TSM side, and they lose their Mars, but at the same time, when you play Mars mid, you don't really consider yourself that much of a win condition.
Oh, more aggression. Ari gets found, gets killed, and Schofield. Yeah, it's probably out of the meta, but Schofield wants to say otherwise. His meta is what matters, because he wants to be a winner. Already top 4, looking for that top 3, as they will get a good dispose onto Schofield. His snowball, 1 second from being up, he won't be able to dodge that missile.
Really come online farming-wise.
Dark Mago somehow sidestepping that tornado as Kasane and Whitemon here showing up with the creeps. Dark Mago trying to use the bulwark to defend himself, but he's very low, and it is Kasane that picks that one up as Stinger trying to run away, but there's way too many heroes, way too much garbage thrown on top of him, and TS fight should be starting. Yeah, I see some TPs being used as they use the wall, as well as the Vac and Sacred on a dominating streak. So another game out of the Gyrocopter. I guess you get the Lycanoras. That's probably the best thing you're going to be able to acquire from that, as Gene Park gets initiated upon. The vessel is ready to be disposed of twice by Whitemon, and probably be able to dodge that. So nicely done there by Dark Mago.
Just a 2k gold lead for TSM.
Oh, they go up the triangle here. Arena's gonna be used. Spear off the mark. That cold snap makes it so awkward for the spear to land. Tornado off the mark. Shield rune gets activated, so he's protecting himself as they will drop the global. Do they have damage to find Invoker in the backlines? They don't. Dark Mago is still alive. Gets the spear. Kasane, that wolf form about to wear off. They're gonna lose the Tusk, and Gene Park trying to hold everyone from TSM. They will only lose. No, they will lose the Tusk and that huge ancient stack. Quick call down from Timado. TSM, they get more than they asked for. You see Bryo
so
under the guise of his Ghost Walk. Oh, hello. Okay, good spear. Locking down Invoker in place, but he can barely walk. Look at that Ghost Lady just slowing him down. He didn't expect for that slow. And now Dark Mago, they don't connect the EMP, but I think that spear is just not going to be enough. The Sunstrike is off the mark, but Timado will make sure to kill him.
Yeah, the Wraith creep is a paid actor.
Tense moments. Everyone from BEASTCOAST is here, and Timado, he has that TP to actually help TSM. TP from the Phoenix as Jim Park. They're gonna move forward to get a really good spear, and that's the first kill. Marcy is down. Snowball, she dodged the missile as the arena connects onto Bryo. They have the global silence. BEASTCOAST. This could be a very good fight. Bryo's still alive though. They are trying to fight this, but Jim Park, the attack speed is low of the Phoenix. You have to disengage from the egg, and he tries to do so, but Kasane wants to say otherwise. Really good spear, locking down the wolf. The Dark Mago sacrificing his life for the sake of Parker. And even though the fight looked good, they're gonna lose 2 heroes on the side of BEASTCOAST for only 1 on TSM. The tower didn't even fall. The game is not out of their reach, at least according to Dota Plus. And yeah, let's see. What's the next move here for TSM besides, well, Dark Mago? Looks like the move is exactly this Mars, as they're gonna try and use the Surge for him to get away, but the lockdown is way too big. They lose that big Mars, maybe not that big anymore, as this Snowball is just buying time. They will probably lose Singer here. Look at Kasane, they lose 3 BEASTCOAST. They're getting steamrolled by TSM.
Yeah, I have killed him twice, let alone once.
Yeah, they're gonna need to wait a minute for that Aegis to go down, but look at the alacrity, look at those Lycan creeps. That tower is melting like butter. And Dark Mago, if you want to stop this, you have to go now, but it's 2 lives on that gyro. Do you just give this away? It feels like they will. No, they don't. Initiation with this spear, but he's actually pinned to the barracks, so no damage from those walls as Jim Park tries his best to stand his ground. But Timado, that lifesteal is insane. Your BKB is meaningless. Double kill for Timado. Jim Park still alive, but what about everyone else? That Mars is so low. Might take down to the vessel. Well, Jim Park is dead. He buys back, but the steamroll of TSM, they just GG out.
Yeah, 50-50, right?
Now, Sacred connecting through the offlane. What's happening here?
I am not sure, but looks like Timado is gonna be in trouble here.
Yeah, it feels like he will be turned into a tomato. Dispose is gonna be used. He's trying to run away, but that mischief isn't enough. He actually got a lot of boost speed there. Schofield secures the kill as a good Rubik player. Yeah, they have very strong side lanes here this time for TSM. And even in game number 1, they did quite well in those side lanes. As the ganks we were talking about, Dark Mago gets engaged, Blood Grenade with the Blightstone, Fairy Fire, and they at least gets the Vortex, but it's just not nearly enough damage, and that's the problem. Even though you get that Storm to Pango matchup.
You have some Timber lanes where at some points you become so strong that the enemy just has to leave. I feel like that may not happen so quickly in this game.
Good Sprout here. Even if the tree cuts, there's just way too much garbage for the Rubik to navigate. And tower, maybe that's a move. You don't really stay in lane too much.
Stinger.
Very low. The right clicks, the Sprout, and there you go. 2 melee heroes, as you said. Easy prey for that NP as he will TP, drops the Blood Grenade. Jim Park gets some extra armor with the Warcry, has a Lotus and a Fairy Fire, but I don't think this is gonna be enough. Eats his way through the trees, but that's a double kill for Kasane and BEASTCOAST.
I think...
Yeah, and there's also a fight brewing bottom here, but Jim Park with the stun. Oh, that little boop from the Hawk. He's trying to kill it, but in the mid lane, time for a fight. Stinger will find Ori. They get the Vortex, and finally it's BEASTCOAST back in the scoreboard. They're gonna get 1 kill. Whitemon trying to disengage. Bryo is level 6, holding on to that Rolling Thunder so far, and he won't really commit for it. Now, about it, there is a decent chance. Okay, that's a scan. Ari, he got the Wisdom Rune. Maybe he pays with his life, but we know how important experience is for a hero like Schofield. Oh, he's just gonna die here. Nice. Oh, denied to the Dragons. All right, calculated, but still, that Wisdom Rune was acquired, and Jim Park is slowly being withered down. They do find a connection here with Stinger. Where's the dispose? I don't think he got used as Kasane just get that kill. Dark Mago connects, has some mana. The Electric Force exists there. Can they find the Kasane kill? The Leech Seed though makes this so annoying. That healing, that Hawk, they are still alive. This is a double kill, 4-0 for Kasane. And the wave of hands. Stinger's gonna fall, and TSM, what are you guys eating for breakfast because I want some of that.
Leveled and underfarmed. Storm, same thing. Sven needs a ton of items before he deals any damage whatsoever. Like, he popped his God Strength. He still
Park
can
just
fight.
using God Strength to farm here, but this is a level 6 tree, and thanks to Ari, that Stolen Wisdom Room, that Primal Roar, they used to ultis, but they find the hope of BEASTCOAST, that hero that's supposed to scale just dies.
This is brutal.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And Bryle almost has his
Alright,
refusal.
BEASTCOAST, yeah, the help of Nature's Prophet. It's definitely not gonna be easy, even if Timado is alone, as Ari will be found here. But Bryle, okay, they steal the Arcane Rune on Dark Mago, but what's the plan here?
No.
Can you actually disengage?
Oh,
No,
nice.
you can't. He dodges the Rolling Thunder, but look at that. Whitemon is here as well. He's gonna get boinked and killed. Whitemon picks it up, and Dark Mago, how is it really worth it to steal that Arcane Rune? So right now.
Yeah, and that tends
This
to
is
not
like
be a
what
great sign.
Timbersaw like has nightmares about. This like a treant actually threatening him, as is now Sven that gets threatened and killed. Such a clean kill here for TSM. No response.
Yeah, this double melee lane in top got punished so hard. And it feels like
At his level 6, but honestly, I think this is the least important of the sports. Like Marcy's OT here, when you're this far behind, just doesn't cut it. And Jim Park, he might be the one that gets cut. Good overgrowth with the Wukong's command. Stinger tries to go for the dispose, will actually save Jim Park from a fair amount of spells. But holy crap, he barely survives, as they will get the kill with Whitemon. That tree is very scary, and Schofield, still level 6, has no steals, has no saving grace. They do initiate with Sacred and Armago Vortex in a tier 2 tower. Bryle, though, gets that shield crash, 4 dies nonetheless. Dark Mago trying his best. Whitemon is a tanky boy. Can they get the kill? They can. Sacred finally finds 2 as they try to cut Timado from the tree. They don't get it, and it is BEASTCOAST with 3 very important kills here, all starting with Stinger saving Jim Park.
But TSM, they want to go for another smoke. They're like, oh, there is a tier 2 that we want to dive again.
It's Wisdom Room time, or at least very close to it, as Jim Park, he will be found by Bryle. They have the Diffusal Blade. His mana is gone. He has a Sange to try to tank it up, but will fall regardless. Schofield, look at that swashbuckle damage. This is not fair. They're gonna lose 2. Stinger trying to run away as he dodges most of what TSM has, but can they dodge losing their Wisdom Rune? I think they might be willing to pressure a bit more. So Ari going for an eggs here. No Solar Crest shenanigans. Looks like Whitemon. Yeah, they have Overlord on Kasane. Oh God, he's so farmed. And they will find the Marcy. So Stinger will be booped and killed very... Oh, mid lane, there's just... Ooh, Dark Mago. Should be fine. They do lose. Find Bryle here doing some damage. Living Armor quickly gets cast. So just a little bit of a poke here coming from BEASTCOAST, trying to understand where everyone is. Stolen Swashbuckle from Schofield. Barely does anything as he's going to use his lift. TP here from Sacred, but it doesn't matter. They already lost Schofield, and now Sacred trying to run away. They're going to use the Rolling Thunder. Good dancing shoes, but it doesn't matter. They get the roar, they get the damage, and Wicked 6-3 for Kasane. Now it's the mid tower that's under assault, and Dark Mago just trying to cut the wave, I assume, as he finds one courier at least. That route, can't ball lightning away from it, but the roar is on cooldown. That's why he even attempted to poke the Beastmaster. Oh, look at that stolen tree dance from Schofield. So maybe trying to get a fight going, as a good Vortex will connect. Whitemon quickly falls. Oh, not actually. Gets the Leech Seed off, as finally Wukong's commands are going to be used. Zoning the fight, TSM. Can they find anyone else? Stinger will be next as the Swashbuckle connects. And this is a 2-for-1. The supports of this will fall. And they got one tree. And Bryle kind of low here, as Timado will chase, and they have the follow-up. This Timber Chain is pretty good, but the Rolling Thunder should lock Sacred down.
Unrelenting pressure from TSM. Who can they find here?
Yeah. They do use a scan, so decent idea of what's happening as Sacred will watch poor Schofield be pummeled to death. But that's just for support. Unless they find Sacred, they get the Roar, they get the Rolling Thunder. Godlike streak for Kasane, and this guy, man. I guess you just have to use 4 bans on him, because it doesn't matter the hero. But especially this Beastmaster and Lycan just look sublime. They, you know, they banned a Razor, but now a shard for Whitemon gets picked up here as the 15k goal lead piles upon BEASTCOAST. Their hopes, their dreams of getting to a first place never really get met. They find Timado, they quickly do a lot of damage. His Wukong's command will be trampled, but not before Storm falls, and now Jinpar trying to man up, won't be able to. And look at that Hawk, just by herself or himself. I don't know what the gen builds of everyone. I know that Sven finished that AC for a while. I'm not sure if he's close to a BKB. Alright. I can see his gold as they will find Stinger here with the Bound Strike. So that's a quick one. Sacred gets point, gets roared, gets damage, and he doesn't seem like a Timbersaw. He feels like a support TSM. It's Brio that picks it up, and who needs agents when you get 2 kills right in front of the enemy base? Cliff, Timado with that Aghanim Scepter just moving forward. They don't want Roshan. They don't think they need it. Smoke from BEASTCOAST as we take a look on the mid lane and the top lane. Alright, they will go for it here. Timado is very low, but the Overgrowth just insta GG. BEASTCOAST, they never stood a chance. TSM with 2 20-minute games just trumped everything that BEASTCOAST wanted to do.
I'm not sure
I mean,
if BEASTCOAST
slowly looking better and better through the tournament, but the way that BEASTCOAST lost, especially considering they even got second in their group